to Suffolk Socks Wireless Knit podcast. My name's Julie, and you can find me across all social media as Suffolk Socks. And I'm coming to you from my home in Suffolk, where it is extremely muggy, and just awful in general. But it is what it is. So there you go. I've got a fan on in my shop room. That sounds like the engine of an aeroplane. So I've had to turn it off while I do this podcast. So you'll slowly see me melt the longer I go on. Right, so welcome. Welcome to my little podcast. I know I'm not very regular on this. But life just gets in the way with me. Yeah, it just gets in the way. I can't think of any. I haven't got an excuse. It just gets, living takes over. So what do we usually do? We usually talk about finished objects. Well, being a sock shop owner, I should have lots of socks, but I haven't. The one pair of socks that I have finished have already been gifted to my lovely nephew, who was 30 in May. And I originally bought him a voucher for somewhere, but it was such an ordeal, this voucher, that in the end they refunded the money, and I just decided to knit him a pair of socks. And he likes them. So I knit them using Lay Family Yarn wool, and it was the Jack Frost colorway. So it was a lovely turquoisey blue. I'll see if I've got the leftovers of it in here. I've got everything balanced. Sorry, I'm rattling. Where is it? Oh, that's it. There, that was the colourway. And I bought this when I was at Kelly's retreat. So that was the only sock finished object I have had. Whilst lockdown's been on, I've just gone crochet mad. I absolutely love my crochet. Now, I wouldn't say I was an expert at it. I don't think I could follow a garment pattern, but I can knit a granny square. So this is my third crocheted blanket I've done. Third one or second? Second one, I think. Second. And it's this one. And it's just using, I would say it's just using all my scraps, but it's not, because I've actually broken into new skeins. And I'm using a 3mm hook, the mixture of your indie dye yarns, including mine, Nora George, Craft House Magic, Stranded Dye Works, Amy's. They're the only ones. So there's not that many, but absolutely loved it. I can't put it down. It comes everywhere with me. I've got a caravan, and so we've been spending loads of time in our caravan. We bought a static. So I've virtually been living there, really, and it's the ideal project to take. Just love it. So that's my finished object. I am making a few of these. So I've already made 4 blankets. That's upstairs. So I've got the Habitation Throw by Helen Stewart. That's finished, but I think I showed that last time. So that's upstairs as well. And I'm just going to keep going till I've used up all me. The majority of my wool skeins that's left over from projects, and we'll take it from there. Right, so that is really my only finished object to show you. But I have got lots of whips. Well, I'm saying I haven't. I've got 3. Got them all like contradicting myself here. So let's get into whips, shall we? My first whip is, yes, you've guessed, another crochet blanket. And again, this is just using all balls of wool that are left over. I keep losing the end for, the stitch, because my hook falls out and then I have to chase all the wool. So anyway, this is it. This one, again, all the same dye as was in the last one, with a pink granny square in the middle. And since I've started doing these, my sister's got into crochet. My grandma taught to crochet, so she's good at crochet as well. So she's making a blanket for her caravan as well. And this is just an ordinary granny square where you do 3 trebles and go on to the next one. As I say, I'm not an expert at the crochet instructions, and I have been sewing the ends in as I go, which I don't mind sewing ends in. I find it as relaxing as just the crochet. So you have got quite a bit, and this is some of the wool. Oh, some of the wools I've got. They live in my wicker basket. That is as heavy, but it's full of wool. Yeah. So, and I'm crocheting on a 3mm hook. And that's a clover, a soft touch one. So that's my other. That has been getting the most love in my crafting things. So my next whips are, and because they're nearly finished, I'm going to show you. They are some new designs I've got. I'll show you the first one. So this one is called Miss Ridley. It's just a simple 60 stitch cast on with a pattern down the side. And I've knit it using the Vivacious 4-ply from Fibre Spades, and it's absolutely lovely to knit with. So yeah, I've funnily enough, I've done a cuff on this one. It's very rare to do a cuff, but I just decided to do a cuff on this one with a garter tab heel flap and then a star toe. But loved it, absolutely loved it. I still have to knit sock too. This will be published, but it won't have been test knit. It is a sock I've knit loads of times, so I'm fairly confident that it works. And chances are it'll be a free pattern when you buy wool. A lot of my designs in my shop, I don't sell my shop's sock designs on Ravelry. I think there are a few on there, but I stopped putting them on there years ago for no other reason, mind, than the fact that it's just so difficult to get it on. I always make a mistake putting it up, and it's just like, oh, forget it. So I just put them in my shop, and you get a free download when you buy certain wools. So this one will be, if you buy the Fibre Spades, it will be a free download. My next new design, which I am absolutely tickled pink with. Now, I haven't finished sock 2 on this one, but I'm still going to put the blockers on and show you. I'm chuffed to bits with this one. There's only one of them, well, 2 people who've seen it, and that's my friend Emma and my friend Tony. Maybe it's Jackie. Jackie's seen it. This is my colourwork sock. Oh, they're lovely. Now these, I've brought in the John Arbon Exmoor range. I hummed and hawed about doing this, but I really love knitting with a toothy, like wool yarn. Really love it. I've got a lot of Shetland wool that I use all the time, and I love colour work. And my other love is quilting. So I decided to bring the 3 together: colour work, knitting socks and quilting. And I've come up with this. And this pattern's called Stitch in the Ditch. Stitch in the Ditch is a quilting, it's just where you join your top, your wadding and your backing, and you stitch in the seams made from the quilt top. So Stitch in the Ditch. Aren't they lovely? And I am going to blow my trumpet about these. So what I've done is I have used 2 50-gram balls, and I've reversed the colorways. I like odd socks. I often wear odd socks, but with this, it meant that I could keep the cost down. So you're just buying two 50-gram balls as opposed to 150-gram balls to do the colour work in the main colour. It's entirely up to you. You can do that, but it's designed to do, reversed colours. So yeah, I absolutely love it. So I'm going to be putting a shout out for some sample knitters. I won't need many because again I'm fairly confident the pattern works, and I'll be kitting these up. So you'll probably get a black and white version of this free with the kit. The kit will come in I've got some calico bags coming, so it'll come all in that. But yeah, so I'm dead chuffed with them. And actually they knit up really quickly. The stitch count is, well, I won't give too much away, just in case. So yes, so that's all I've been working on. I'm just having a look around my desk. The other thing I've been working on is, well, it's not really working. My husband bought me a Ashford e-spinner for my birthday. Oh, that's great. I have got an ordinary one. Let me just get the wool. Oh. So yeah, he bought me an e-spinner for my birthday, and a load of fibre from Spin City. I didn't get me e-spinner from there, but this was the first thing I spun on it. Oh, absolutely love it. I don't know how much there's in there, or how much it weighs. Well, I know it was 200 grams of the fibre, but I don't know what the meterage is that I've got. But oh, very lovely. So I might knit this up into a pair of chunky socks, actually. I could, like little shorties. That'd be quite good. Or I might knit it up into one of my So Sweet and Snuggly cows. Who knows? I mean, there is a few mistakes in here, but it's all sort of like, I love it. So that's that. What else? Other thing I got for my birthday, I got some beautiful things for my birthday from some friends. Got some more fibre. Oh, where have you gone? And this is 100% pure merino wool. And it's a Malabrigo yarn, and I got this off Tony. And she also made me a Japanese knot bag. She embroidered it. Isn't that fabulous? This hangs on the back of my room. I've got a sitting room upstairs. It hangs on the back of there because it's got some beautiful wild owl soaps. Oh, it smells delicious. I love proper soap. So yeah, so that's another project that I'll have to do with me spinning. I don't know why I've got into acquisitions. The other thing I got as well is this Black Elephant yarns. Isn't that gorgeous? There's a bag. And I got this from Emma. Now, when I was with Emma, when we went to the Lear Family Yarn Retreat, the little town or village before Ironbridge, where we were staying, we went to a wool shop there. And I bought myself this. So what I'm going to do is I have dyed a very pale lilac with the colours of it all in, and I'm going to bring the three together in a 3-colour shawl. I'm not quite sure which one yet, but yeah, I just had some leftovers of some wool I dyed yesterday, and thought I needed a colour to bring them in, so I've just gone for 2 of these. I just dyed these 2, and they're so soft, gentle lilac. So yeah, so that's it. I mean, you know, it's been so long since I podcast that I have got a lot of acquisitions that oh god, isn't it so hot? That I've got. The 2 things that I bought. And you know, I have to say, I don't usually buy this many things, but because it's been so long, I did treat myself tonight with some birthday money. A Fringe bag. Because I believe these are going to be no more. And I always wanted a bright yellow one from Amy at Le Bien-Aimé. And my husband and I have been talking about going over to Paris, and I was like thinking, oh, well, I'll have to go to Amy's shop because I want one of these bags. And then when I saw that they weren't going to be made anymore, I thought to myself, oh, I'm just going to buy it for myself for my birthday with some birthday money. I got a bright yellow one. So that's there. And the other thing I bought is one of the Flower Power fun bags from Eldenwood Craft. I did buy a couple of these with the intention of having one for the retreat, my retreat, as a giveaway. I bought one, and but unfortunately, the retreat's being cancelled. Legally, we can't do it. It's not a win. I thought really, really hard about this, and legally, we couldn't do it because just 2 households are allowed to stay together, and there was going to be like 15 people there, and do you know what? It was just a minefield of worry for me. And I spoke to the owners, who yes, that was a difficult conversation. But I spoke to the owners, and he said he couldn't let the booking go ahead, and he'd had to cancel loads, and what have you. So hopefully it will be rebooked in after Christmas. I think after Christmas, I'm just gonna play it by ear. But yeah, so I have got one of these bags put away for my next knitting retreat. I bought them ages ago, and it was like me bought them, not Suffolk Socks. So, but this is lovely, and it supported such a good cause. But yeah, so I don't know about retreats or anything. I just know legally we couldn't have ours, and you know, there's no way I could say, well, it's just 2 households, because then I would invalidate any insurance that I had, and I certainly wouldn't be covered for the present pandemic that's going on, and to cancel it was really the responsible thing to do. It was, because I couldn't guarantee, you know, unless I made somebody have a health check before they arrived, I would have been just worked to death about it. And the attendees have been so lovely and understanding. I was so grateful. I will have to say, I was very stressed out the day it was cancelled, but I've survived. Right. So that was a bit of a sideways thing. What else have I been doing? Right. Well, I've been dyeing wool. Yesterday, the hottest day here, and I decided to dye some wool. Oh my word. If you could lose weight with sweating, I should have lost a couple of stone, but I haven't. So that doesn't work. But I have dyed one shade. Well, I will show you 3 new colourways to the shop. There's this one. And this is Started with a Kiss. Now, I've got this in a 4-ply and a DK weight. And this is lovely. It's not actually doing it justice. Let's have a look, see if I can get it better. There. That is the softest of pink. Oh, it's absolutely lovely. I've got to caked up somewhere. I must have put it somewhere. I could never find anything here. Anyway, so that's that one. Then this one is Socks on the Beach. Now this was one of the first colourways I did when I first started dyeing years ago. And again, that's a 4-ply. And then there's this one, which is Jellyfish. And that's a 4-ply. No, it's not. It's a daycare weight. I love this. Absolutely beautiful. And the Socks on the Beach one knits up like this. So, and my new one, my new colourway is Grandma, there's a herbivore eating your flowers. It's this one. Still drying out. Well, I don't like to skein it up to the very last minute. And again, that's not showing up. But the colours are beautiful. And there's a darker one. It's a bit bright in here at the shore. But it is lovely. And the reason it's called Grandma Herbivores Eating Your Flowers is because a few weeks ago, my grandchildren were around for fish and chips in the back garden. And Matilda, my now 4-year-old granddaughter, came tiptoeing around the corner and said, Grandma, there's a herbivore eating all your flowers, but don't worry, he'll not eat you because he doesn't eat meat. We had this in-depth conversation about herbivores and carnivores. And these were the colours of the flowers that the dinosaur was eating. So we thought, I'll call it that. So there's a lot of shameless self-promotion going on, which is really out my comfort zone on podcasts. But I will show you my last 2 things. School socks are back. This time they are... I'm not using the Yarn Tart yarns. I am using Exmo, John Arbon Exmo 4-ply. So they are a Suffolk Socks kit. The last range of school socks was kits made with my hand-dyed yarn. But I absolutely love this John Arbon wool. So I thought I'll make some kits up. So you get the... 100 grams of the main colour, and then the little mini skeins range from 5 grams up to 8 grams, enough to do just a couple of stripes. And so yeah, they're in the shop. They're £19. As I say, sometimes, you know, it is good value for money. I've kept the price as low as I can get it, because I had to break up 4 skeins for the thing, but lovely. And there'll be some more colours coming in for the school sock range. But this is my original. This was as near to my original as I could get, and it was one of my most popular kits. So I thought I'd do it for you. It's my Suffolk Socks logo, which is lovely jubbly. And the other thing I'm going to show you is my school socks rock patterns that are lovely. I'm going to start pushing some of my sock designs and re-knitting them and what have you. So this is them. This is, let's just figure this one out. This is autumn term. Again, it's got a twisted knitted cuff with a heel flap and star toe. And then this one, well, actually no, that's the summer term. Well, which one's that one then? Yeah, this is the summer term one. And then this one is the spring term one. I haven't got the autumn term. The autumn term is like a butterfly stitch. So yeah, so this is lovely. So on this design you get three patterns. So you'll get a main pattern for the cuff, the heel and the toes, and then there's a little segue pattern of the design for each one. It's been really popular, and you know, you get 3 patterns for the price of 1. So yeah, so that's it. That's everything I've got to show you before I melt. The sun comes in the front of my house mid-morning, so the whole house is just unbearably hot. And John's sitting working in the back garden. The joys of being self-employed. You can work in the back garden. So yeah, so I hope you're all keeping well and surviving lockdown. It's been so hard, harder for some than others. I have to say, you know, I haven't seen my mum since Christmas, and I haven't seen much. It's just lately I've started seeing my kids, but you know, I'm thankful that everybody's healthy and safe, which isn't the case for some families. And so I don't make light of it at all. But I do wish you all well and happy knitting, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.